Hey everyone, today I've got a power yoga flow for you. When you're ready, grab a mat or a towel and we'll get started right at the top of our mat, feet underneath our hips. When you're ready, standing up nice and tall, sweep those hands up, big breath in. As you exhale, fold from your hips, hinging forward, let the head go. Nice big breath in, reaching those hands high. Exhale, fold it forward, let it all go. One more big breath in. And exhale. Keep the hands down on the floor. Bend the left knee, take the right hand high. Little twist. Then place the right hand down, bend into the right knee, left hand goes high, twist. Both hands to the floor. Step the right foot all the way back. Lower the knee down to the floor. Reach those hands up. Low lunge. Let those hips sink. Little heart lift. And sweep those hands back, down, around to the floor. Tuck your back toes, find your runner's lunge. Lots of energy through that back right leg. And then straighten out your front leg and fold. So pull that left hip up, up, up. Slowly bend into your front knee. Find your high lunge. So make sure you don't feel like you're on a tightrope. You've got your balance there. And start to softly bend the right knee down to the floor. Straighten it back up. Little tap down and back up. Little tap down and back up. And we've got 3. And lift. Last 2. And lift. Last 1. And lift. Warrior 2. Ground the back heel. Open up your hips. Open up your wings, your arms. Nice bend into that front knee. Wrap that thigh out. Keep the legs exactly where they are. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Left hand goes high. Then bring your forearm to your thigh. Right arm sweeps up overhead. Keep flowing with that. So the legs are frozen. Opening up the left side waist. And then opening up your right side waist. Breathing in. And out. 2 more. Last one. Make this your biggest reach back and then find your side angle. Let's go a little bit deeper in those legs there. Keep reaching with your right fingers, soften through that shoulder. If you want to go a little bit deeper, left hand to your left foot. Holding it there, breathing, get a little bit deeper. And then both hands come down. Frame out your front foot, step back to a high plank. Start to rock forward and back on your toes. Forward and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift your weight forward. Bend those elbows as you lower for 4, for 3, all the way down for 2, and 1. Untuck those toes. Fingers out to the side. Take a big breath in for a cobra. Then look over your right shoulder, twist. Inhale back up. Look over your left shoulder, right shoulder lowers. Keep breathing. Inhale. And to the right. Inhale. And to the left. Make sure those shoulders aren't coming up to your ears as you move side to side. You're pushing the tops of the feet down, the pubic bone down, and you shouldn't be feeling this in your lower back. 1 more each side. Slowly come back through the middle. Melt your heart all the way down. Hands to your lowest ribs, tuck your toes. We're pushing straight up to plank. Let's go all the way up, one straight line, downward facing dog. Take a little pedal out of those legs, a little shift of those hips, little look under the underarms, just for 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and find that stillness. Let's take a big deep breath in as we sweep that left leg high. Knee to nose, tiger curl all the way forward. Send it straight back up to your left elbow, left tricep. Try and make contact and straight back up. To the right upper arm. Try and get it right up there and straight back up. And then knee to nose again, all the way forward. Find that crescent lunge. So sweep those hands high. Find your balance. Sweep the hands back, arrowhead. Inhale, reaching those hands up. Exhale, hands back. Think open chest, palms down. Breathing in and out. 2 more. Last one. And we'll stay in that arrowhead shape. Hold it there, hinge forward even more. Keep your belly drawing away off from your thigh, and then we'll start to hinge ourselves forward. So float those back toes up. Find that Dekasana, that warrior three airplane shape, and slowly reach your hands forward. Take a soft bend into your left knee, and then start to tap the right toes down and lift them back up. Little tap and lift, and you'll start to feel that left glute here switch on. And if you're sort of feeling in your back here, you can always bring your hands to your hips, but keep hinging forward and squeezing that right butt cheek for 3 and 2, and then find that lift. All right, stork pose. So try not to touch the floor, knee to chest, find your balance for 3, for 2, and then both feet together, chair pose. So squeeze those knees together, squeeze those inner thighs together. Soften around your head, neck and shoulders. As you look down towards the floor, you should be able to see all your toes. So your knees are back. You can lift all 10 toes because your weight's in the heels. And you're not back bending here like a duck. The ribs are floating down towards your hips. And then we sit a little bit lower. We take another breath in. And then we exhale, fold. We've got the left leg going back now. Lower the knee down. Circle those hands high. Let those hips sink. And then circle those hands back, down and around. Tuck your back toes. Energize to that back leg. Find your runner's lunge. Take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten out your front leg pyramid. Lift that right hip back up and up and up. And then bend into your front knee. Find that high lunge. So slowly rise. Finding that balance. When you're ready, left knee lowers and lifts. Lowers and lifts. We've got 3 and 2. Last one. Find your lunge. Warrior 2. Ground that back foot. Find that depth in your front knee. You're not hinging forward though. Your shoulders stay right over your hips. Make sure you can see your big toe. So you're wrapping that thigh out. Apologies for my back, but you know where we're going. Flip the front palm. Legs stay still. Right hand goes high. And then forearm to thigh. Left hand comes overhead. Keep that going. Keep bending into your front right knee. Opening up that right side waist. And then your left side waist. We've got 2 more. And we find that hold. Inhale, last reverse warrior. And then finding your side angle. So remember, you can stay here reaching with those top fingers all the way to your back left foot, or slide the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. And you're just holding here for 4 and 3. Last 2. And then both hands come down. Frame out your front foot, step back to plank. Once you're there, find that high plank. Push the ground away with your hands. Roll both heels to the right, both hands, heels to the left, right hand reaches high in your side plank. And then circle that hand forward and then all the way down. Lift the heels, heels to the right, left hand reaches. Circle it forward, place it down, lift the heels up and over to the left, right hand reaches. Circle it forward and down. Lift the heels to the right. Left hand reaches. Circle it forward. 1 more each side. So good. Alrighty. Inhale, shift yourself forward. Elbows hug your side waist as you lower for 4, 3, 2, and find yourself on your mat. Take those feet just a little bit wider. Push the tops of the feet down. Kneecaps lift. Interlace your hands behind you. Draw your chest up and open as you pull those hands back. Now make sure you're not just lifting with your chin. You're keeping the back of that neck long and you're reaching those fists towards your heels. If it's comfortable for your back, you can float those legs up. And we're holding and breathing for 3. Getting even higher for 2. Last breath in. And then let it go. Give those hips a little wiggle side to side. Now we'll take 1 more back bend here. You can take that one again, interlace the hands the other way. Otherwise we'll take our bow pose. Alrighty, if you're taking bow pose, you're coming with me. Glue the legs together, squeeze the heels together and bend them in. Catch the outside of the ankles or the feet. Start with gluing the knees together, then kick those feet back and up and let the chest open. Now as you're moving and kicking with those legs, imagine there's a little magnet between those knees. So the knees aren't going out to the side, they're drawing in towards each other. And then you might find a little bit of a rocking movement. I kind of find that as I move. And remember, not leading with the chin, keeping the back of that neck long. And let's kick a little bit further for 3 and 2. And then let that go. Give those hips a little wiggle. You can even give those legs a little windscream wiper side to side. When you're ready, send those legs out long, hands to your lowest ribs, tuck your toes, one straight line up to plank. Push it all the way up. Downward facing dog. Take a moment there in your downward facing dog to really push the ground away with your hands. Lift your sitting bones high. Feel lots of length through your spine. Let's take a nice deep breath in together. Open the mouth. Let it go. Let's take the right leg high. Breath in. Knee to nose. Tiger curl. Shift right on forward. Send it straight back up. Then to the right elbow, right tricep. Straight back up. To the left elbow or left upper arm. And straight back up. Knee to nose again. This time you're stepping forward. Remember, you can heel toe that foot forward if you need to. We rise to that crescent lunge. Ready to find your arrowhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Sweep those hands back. Inhale, rise. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. So good. Got one more inhale. And then we're holding that arrowhead. Reach those hands back, keep reaching forward. Shift your weight into that front leg to float your left leg up. Wrap that pinky toe down. Think capital T in your body. Start to reach those hands forward. Take a soft bend into your right leg. Tap the toes down, lift the toes back up. Little tap and lift. Remember, you can always bring those hands to your hips. If you feel this in your back at all, sometimes you can feel that when the hands are reaching. And we've got 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Find that warrior 3 and then stork pose. Try not to touch the floor. Left knee up towards your chest, standing tall for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet come down. Let's find that chair pose again. So squeeze the legs together, feet together as well. Sit even lower. Bring your hands to your heart, take a breath in. As you exhale, twist over to the right. So hook that left elbow outside that right knee. Sit even lower like you're about to sit into a really low stool. And then have a look at your left knee. Make sure it's not being pulled back or forward. They're in the same line. From here, you're going to look down towards the floor for balance. Get light in your left toes. So flick the toes back. Slowly extend that leg back behind you and lower those toes down. Find your twisted crescent lunge. And then reach your right fingers back. Imagine you're holding onto something as you slowly rise into your twist. Really good. Circle both hands back up to your high lunge. Then bring those hands together at your heart again. Start to shift your weight forward. Step that left foot up or float it up. And then slowly release your hands down for your standing splits. We're really working that right glute here. Let the head go. And then you're going to find a little crouch. So that left knee comes behind the right. Crouch down. Send it straight back up to the ceiling. Little crouch down. Both knees bend. And extend. Little crouch down. And extend. And we've got 3. And lift. 2. And lift. Last one. Lift it high. And then slowly bring knee towards your chest. Curl into a tight little ball. Can you rise into that stork pose? Ooh, I'm feeling wobbly. So good. And then let that go. Whew, little pedal out of those legs. And then let's do it all again. Alrighty, I'm going to turn to face the other way so you guys can see me when I'm twisting. So everyone stay where you are. Bend into the knees. Find that chair pose. Squeeze those knees together, squeeze those inner thighs together. Bring your hands to your heart. I want you to find lots of length through that spine, and then exhale, twisting to the left. So hook your right elbow outside your left knee. Then have a look at your knees. Make sure that that right knee is not starting to creep on forward, and then sit even lower, like there's that little stool behind you. So good. Okay, let's find that balance challenge. So look down towards your right foot, flick that heel to your bum. You should feel like a little flamingo. Start to send that leg straight back behind you, and then lower that foot down. Best to listen and go slowly with that one, then look at the laptop or the iPhone. Find that crescent lunge. Shape in your legs and twist your chest open even more. Start to reach your left hand back. Imagine you're holding onto something and it's pulling you back. You're reaching both hands forward, you're in your twisted crescent lunge. Take a moment there, and then slowly sweep both hands up to your crescent lunge, looking forward to the top of your mat. Both hands again come to your heart. Start to shift your weight forward. Float those right toes up. Find that warrior three for a moment. And then both hands to the floor. Right leg goes high, fold over. We've got that little crouch. So you bend into the left knee, bend into the right. Take that little cross and extend. Little cross and extend. Try and let your head go here. As tempting as it always is to look at the screen to see what's going on, just try and listen and move with my voice. And we've got three more. Little crouch and lift, and two and lift. Take one more, get even lower in those hips, and then send that leg straight back up. Now you'll draw knee to nose, crouch down, curling up into a tight little ball. We've got that little balance challenge. So you're pushing down with your left leg, draw the right knee in towards your chest, reaching up nice and tall for 4, for 3, for 2, and then let that go. So good, everyone. All right, just take a big step out so you're facing me. Turn the toes out and the heels in. We're setting up for our goddess pose. So I want you to wrap those thighs out, knees tracking over your little toes. Now make sure when you look down, you can still see your big toe. You might need to bring your toes in slightly to make sure that those knees are tracking in line properly. All right, let's bring those arms up. Palms are going to face in for this one. Let's start to have a little pulse up and down, and we're breathing. And I want you to think, as you're moving, wrapping thighs out and out and out. And you're not hinging forward here, all right? It's like you're sliding your back down a wall behind you. And if you've got a wall, you can move to the wall. Keep going. Little pulses. So good for 4 and 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold it there. Reach those hands overhead like you're hugging a big beach ball and soften through those shoulders. And then bring those elbows down to your side waist. Squeeze through the glutes, push through those heels. Lower, wrap those thighs out, reach those hands overhead. And then elbows down, stand up tall. Lowering slowly down and then slowly up. And we've got one more. Lower down and then come back up. And then there's nothing like a hold, so I want you to hold it there. Can you lift one heel up and lower it down? Then lift the other heel up and lower it down, and you just keep going. Little heel lifts. Awesome. For 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. So good. Stand up. Turn those toes in, heels out, hands to your hips. Hinge from your hips forward. Let the chest dive forward. Let the head go. You can take your peace fingers around your big toes and wing the elbows out to the side, or maybe take the back of those heels, the back of your calves, and just let yourself melt forward. Taking a nice deep breath in, letting it go, and then just notice if your weight's in the heels and you're rocking back and sticking your bum out like this. You want to bring more weight into the balls of your feet so that your hips, your knees, and your ankles are one straight line. So not back here, straight up and over. Alrighty, to finish us off, we're just going to take a little flowy twist side to side. So bring your hands out in front, take the right hand high, and then place it down, take the left hand high. And then I want you to start to bend your knees, side to side, Just keep the twist going. You might be twisting towards that knee. You might be twisting away from that knee. Maybe you're trying both and seeing what that feels like. And we've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Coming back through center. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then hands to your hips. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale all the way. Take a nice deep breath in. Sweep those hands up. Connect the hands. Exhale. Let it all go. And my yogis, you are all done. I'll see you on the mat very soon. Well done today.